But Chivame, are you worried that Peter Obi might not be able to replicate the numbers that he garnered in the 2023 election if he is on the ballot in 2027?
We are not just running election and just making speculation out of the blues. We also carry out that, we also collect data. We do a lot of engagement. I just came back from a journey, I told you. So these are the things we do behind closed door. And we know what is there. And we know that the only person that this government does not want to be on the ballot is Peter Obi. They are doing everything.
So Peter Obi can defeat Tinubu.
Go and count how many times Bayo Ononuga has posted about Peter Obi on his Twitter page.
What does that mean?
He's worried. He's worried about Peter Obi. They are worried. They don't talk anything without talking about Peter Obi.
If Atiku Abubakar, you think Tinubu is not afraid of Atiku Abubakar?
He's not.
He's not afraid of Rotimi Amechi? He's not afraid. He's the only person Tinubu is afraid of is Peter Obi.
He's on record. They know it. There's a high level of fear.
If Peter Obi goes head-to-head with Bola Tinubu, you think Peter Obi will beat Bola Tinubu?
We got into this democracy in 1999. The APC did everything to defeat Bola Tinubu in Lagos. They couldn't. They did everything. They brought federal might, they brought resources, they brought connection. They could not. It took the Peter Obi to garner about 1 million votes that was reduced to 500,000 votes. It took a Peter Obi to come to FCT when there was seat of power to defeat the Tinubu. It took a Peter Obi, go and watch a Premium Times report. But
there are feelers that the only viable option to be able to defeat Bola Tinubu or the APC is to unite. Have a formidable force that coming together, they coming together of the opposition forces to come together to battle against Bola Tinubu. If not, there's no way. That those who are of that opinion.
I speak for myself, and Peter Obi himself knows, even as much as we have argued about these things, and he knows my opinion, and I've never been shy of saying my opinion. I don't think that is the situation. I think that we must have a proper opposition meeting where it's properly organized and towards having a candidate that is acceptable by the people. We can't just decide on our own that we are going to force something through the throat of those who are going to vote for us, because whether you like it or you don't want to believe it, is in power. So you can't come and bring somebody that will not be able to excite the young population, that will not be able to excite the electorate to go to the polls and vote.
Does Peter Obi excite the younger population?
People are injured. I saw in Lagos where a lady got her eye, almost removed, and she went back after treatment to go and vote.
You think that will be replicated in 2027?
It will go more than that. People are disappointed, no doubt. I saw a lot of people disappointed because, they saw the vote being stolen, they saw the mandate disappeared, they saw a lot of things happen, they saw the glitches that are unexplained in today.
APC has garnered more states.
It has never been like that. In 2019, when Peter contested, as a vice president candidate, he defeated everybody in the Southeast. He got the vote. But when they tried it with Okowa in 2023, with APC, with the PDP, they couldn't get the Southeast. They couldn't get the South side. Don't forget, in 2023 election, Okowa was the vice president candidate of the PDP in the Delta. Peter scored over 80% of the vote in Delta. It is not, elections have changed, the dynamics have changed, the system have changed. Before we used to talk, I've been in police for a long time, you know me. We used to sit in a room and say that, you have a councillor here, you will bring 4 votes. You have a governor here, you will bring this vote. It's not like that again. We have more young people who are more enlightened. What we had before were older people who believe in the same procedure, the same style of playing game, and they do a bad wagon effect. But there are young people today that will not put their vote except they are convinced. There are young people today.
But this feeling that if Atiku and Peter Obi join forces, they will be able to defeat anyone.
We have been joining forces. We are joining forces right now. That is the essence of the coalition.
So if Peter Obi becomes the vice presidential candidate for Atiku Abubakar in 2027, you don't think that will solve the problem?
I don't believe so. A lot of people believe that, and I'm not excited about it. For me, I think we should all continue to pursue our idea of a better Nigeria, and that person that that I feel is perfectly suited for that position is Peter Obi, and I think that. I've known Peter Obi for a long time. And one thing I know about him is his prudent nature. I think one of the greatest challenge we face in government today is the waste in our government. I told you about the kind of money being spent. The Nigerian National Petroleum company of Nigeria spent 30 billion naira on entertainment. 30 billion naira on entertainment. Just to drink tea and water. And nobody's accounting, nobody's being held responsible for that. I saw the audit report. We're talking about 17.5 trillion naira for pipeline security. We're talking about 7.5 trillion for subsidy in 2024 when we had the 2023 budget that shouldn't even carry anything like subsidy. So these are challenges that were clear. You say you are putting money in this in. There's no mitigating factor for the removal of subsidy. Today, people look for money. People earn 100,000 naira in 2023. Were able to work and go to work. Because of those impulsive decisions, I'm telling you, inflation has deeply eaten out into the pocket of these young Nigerians and have made them to become underemployed. They are no longer employed. They go to work, but they are underemployed, and they suffer the consequences of that decision of the president. Go and try the cost of transportation from Masaka to Abuja today. It is mind-blowing. So anybody who works within that range, it's not because they are not well paid. It is because a government policy destroyed their earnings.
So in your mind, Peter Obi is the Messiah that we all should wait for.
As a Christian, I don't want to use Messiah, but I think he's the right person. And I'm very sure, I'm convinced. There's nothing hard. I will want to be in government. I have friends who have called me that please go and meet this person. I have friends who have senior people I've worked with, before. I won't want to mention who are senior men in the APC. But I am convinced for the purpose of public and prudent management of our public resources, Peter Obi is the best person. Because if we go by cost-cutting measures and we reduce the cost of governance, I'm telling you, we'll be able to save enough money to improve on our healthcare, to improve on infrastructure about our road, to improve infrastructure about how we manage our institution. We have wasted a lot of resources in doing nothing, and we are not moving because we continue to have motion without movement. So much money being spent, much budget being appropriated.
You so much believe in Peter Obi, but someone like Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, doesn't think that the effort or the performance of Peter Obi in Anambra State when he was governor is anything to write home about. That record, he doesn't think is enough to be able to hand over the affairs of this country into the hands of a Peter Obi.
When did he start behaving like that? When? Of recent. Because there are videos of him going to commission project with Peter Obi in Anambra, where he was praising Peter Obi for being the most prudent governor, the most successful governor in the history of our country. There are videos. Those videos are there. So when did it change? Was it because of, is it after the Premium Times report and the expose of the BBC about the election in Rivers State that results, were manipulated in favor of Tinubu in the state? Is it after that? Because I don't know when it changed. I don't know when his decision about
But his view is that in the 8 years of running the affairs of Anambra State, Peter Obi kept state funds in the bank instead of investing in infrastructure, and therefore lacks the moral standing to criticize other people.
That's why Nigeria is not saving for the future. There was a time we wanted to have a national, they call it, skipping my head now, the fund that we're supposed to save at the time during Obasanjo-Wela, Nigeria's Sovereign Wealth Fund or something. And the governors went against it. This money is supposed to be saved for future generations and be able to cushion whatever external shock that comes to affect the country. What Peter Obi was doing was to increase the credit rating of the state. And that is what you do. Nobody keeps the money that he could steal. Every government who wants to leave, they steal money. You can't keep money in the bank account when you know you have the capacity to steal the money. And don't forget, if you go to just suppose the budget of that time, when governors were barely, maybe in Anambra, were barely receiving 2.5 billion per month as monthly allocation, 2.5, 2.3, or 3 billion. Today, look at what governors are getting. And there's no accountability. Look at what people got. People like him got from derivation money, where they got extra money. What did they do in their state? There's nothing. So, but in Anambra, if you go back to look at the budget, you will discover that the man was almost earning like 2 billion, 3 billion for FAC on a monthly basis. And that was a fresh point in trying to develop the internal revenue architecture of the state. So at that foundation level, you have to build for the next people.
On a final note, what do you see for Nigeria, especially in the politics of 2027 at its building? In the next few months, we're actively going to get into that politics.
I see better future, and I think that the population of Nigerian voter today, and the demographic have changed. To be able to drive a new course for our people. We need to have a Nigeria that is solely driven on the basis of merit, credibility, competence and capacity, and these are the things I see in Peter Obi. And for that kind of future for our country, we'll be able to develop a country that will be the envy of many countries, many foreigners, and many of our admirers who have also changed their mind. Look at the story of Rwanda. Today they are running a Rwanda program, and it's generating a lot of. The capital city is the cleanest in Africa. They have the one of the highest level of women inclusive participation in governance, about 63%. So we can change our story with proper leadership, with proper focus. Because what we lack today, we're running our government on impulse. You wake up today, the president said this is what you want to do. We have no long-term, medium-term, and short-term national plan.
If I tell you that after watching this video, I am not touched or I am not angry, automatically I am a liar. Just so these people know the truth. Imagine Peter Obi gathered almost 1 million votes and they reduced it to just 500. Just imagine. Nigerians always wait for election time to vote away their corrupt leaders. Nigerians, when can we wake up? Even Tinubu said this with his mouth. Tinubu said that we are surprised. That we are surprised that our candidate whom we voted for, who's supposed to occupy the position in which he's occupying, is not the one standing in that particular position. That they should give him time. It is his turn. It is his turn. You see the last message of this man. Tinubu does not have a single plan for Nigeria. No long-term, no short-term, no medium-term plan. So in case if you are thinking that Nigeria will get better by 2020, so automatically we are entering another hairfire. We are entering another long hairfire. And somebody like Tinubu is still buying buses, campaigning here and there. When people are dying on daily basis, they are very quick to send fighter jets to Benin Republic, to Cotonou, to come and contain the rate of maybe or whatever that will rise as a result of attempt military coup that happened today in Benin Republic. But they are always slow. These people were very slow to rescue their commander, who Boko Haram members held captive inside Sambisa forest. But they were very quick to run to Benin Republic, another country, carrying our fighter jet to move to another country to go and rescue people in a strange land. But they have failed to rescue you and I inside this country called Nigeria. You see what is going on? I don't know if you guys are waking up or not. I saw some people who are saying, IPOB think that USA that are coming into Nigeria, they are coming with atomic bomb, they are coming to bomb everywhere. You guys don't seem to even reason. Do you think that Nigerian insecurity can be sorted out because of as just like that? Even if America should even invade in Nigeria, they will still not put an end to this insecurity. Do you know why? Nigeria is too verbose. Nigeria is too big. We don't have as a matter of fact, it will take years for them to curtail insecurity. You don't have constant lights. How will you be able to track from where will you track? From where to where? From where to where will you track from? So the only better option in Nigeria is just division. Because as it is, since these people, because it is obvious they don't want Peter Obi to be there, they are really afraid of Peter Obi. And if it happens that Peter Obi make mistake, if he ever make any single mistake and enter ADC as he never enter them, I am happy to say he never enter them. I don't know if you guys watched the video I posted a few days ago. I think that was on Friday. What Peter Obi said, because there is no modus operandi. Whatever they are saying, the agreement is not clear. They are not keeping to the initial agreement they had, before creating ADC, before joining the ADC. So if that particular agreement they had previously was not clear or they are not starting based on that particular agreement, there is no need for him to join ADC. Since that particular terms and condition in which they gathered and say, okay, this is how it will be. Since they're already breaking the terms and condition, why should somebody like Peter Obi join? Because if he ever joined that ADC, that is the worst of his mistake. The worst mistake he would have done as a politician that wanted to run for presidency in 2027. He should remain in that Labour Party that he is, like he said publicly, that he is a registered Labour Party member, that for now he has not joined ADC. Like Atiku and the Elrufai went and collected their ticket, they already have the membership card. Peter Obi does not have that. Peter Obi have not joined ADC. I don't know if you guys are getting something. So guys, Nigerians, I want you all to know that Nigerian politician does not have any love towards growth, towards the betterment of Nigeria. They don't have it in heart. The only thing they have is only gathering of money, looting money, corruption, doing that pleases them. Sharing the money equal, that's all. They keep borrowing money without investing it properly. If you ask people to come and account for the total borrowed amount he has borrowed ever since, in fact, let me say 2025, not even since last year or last 2 years, Tinubu cannot even account of it. He doesn't have anything to show for it. What a country. What a country. May God help his children. Kai. So this man now realized that yes, the integrity you left behind really matters. And that is why he said that he wants his children to see the type of integrity, to see the type of legacy he left behind, that he wants to stand in what he believes in. That whether Peter Obi contests in 2027 or not, that the only person he believes that can fix Nigeria as it is now is only Peter Obi. Tinubu does not have a single plan. And Tinubu is shaking. So no wonder Rain of Mockery is always busy attacking Mr. Peter Obi. No wonder you see the president in Biwa always they attacking Peter Obi. If Peter Obi talk, they attacking him. If Peter Obi did not talk, they will still attacking why he did not talk. Imagine they are saying that they will never forgive Peter Obi for supporting Trump. And now Trump have entered Nigeria. The same people who are abusing Peter Obi are now happy that Trump delegates are now in Nigeria. You see what is going on? Nigerians, make una wake up. Take your future in your hands now. Enough of youth are the futures of tomorrow. What happens today? Tomorrow not they finish. Oh, what about today? Who are going to be the leaders of today? Is it the grandpas, the old cargos, the people who doesn't have future anymore? Why we that have future, we are not even allowed to take the mantle of leadership in the country. And if we complain, they will come and kill us with Nigerian militaries and Nigerian police. But they are quick to go and rescue others in a faraway land. But they cannot do so in Nigeria. Imagine a man and his wife were kidnapped. Till today, the man is still with kidnappers in the bush. Nigerian government are doing their eye as if they are not seeing it. But they are very quick to run to Benin Republic. Kai, Nigeria, my country. Indeed, there was a country. Let me use the word. Not even there is a country. There was a country called Nigeria, because one day we will all stay in our various states or various regions to talk about Nigeria as a country when it was a country. Because honestly, this is not the way that a country should be. This is just like a zoo where people do as they wish. No proper plan, no thinking. They just carry out any action that they feel that they want to do just to entice or please outsiders. Whereas within themselves, they know that they are really suffering and smiling. What a nonsense country. May God help us. If they don't want to allow Peter Obi to enter there, or maybe they divide the country, make everybody they go. Sure, they say for us we suffer. They swear with Nigeria, say make we dey endure every time, make we dey suffer, endure hardship every year, from year to year. Nigerians they suffer for inside Nigeria. We never for once enjoy life for inside Nigeria. Now from one suffer to the other. I beg you, if it never tire una, because for me, you don't tire me. The kind of suffer, so when they suffer for this kind of country, for this Nigeria, so it don't tire more. I am tired. I am fed up of this suffer. May God help us. May God help us. Nigerians indeed, we too endure. We don't endure this pain for how many years? For how many years? May God help his children. It is well, oh. I beg wait till I got to talk. Drop your thoughts, your opinion in the comment section. Because this particular news, you must have something to say. You cannot finish watching this video to this extent, to this minute, without knowing what to say. You must know what to say. Guys, I beg, if you never subscribe, do well to subscribe. Subscription na free, say make you dey watch our updates. Thanks and stay tuned for more updates.